Yeah, this one's already in descending order, so we don't need to change this one, at least, right? So this one, we're going to take the numerator and divide it. So here's my long division.
Can we do it ourselves?
Yeah, so that's how our long division sets up right here. And this is already in descending order. That's nice. 4x minus 5. Get our quotient, 9/8. All right, so at this point, right, we got to get through this stuff. And so I see I got an x cubed. I'm starting with the x's. I need 2 more x's there from that term then, so that'd be x squared. X squared times x will, in fact, give me the x cubed. But how many of those do I need? I have 4, so I need to double that, right? So I'd have to multiply that by 2. 2 times 4 is 8, but I'm taking those away because those are being used. And now I've got to multiply the 2x squared by the negative 5. Now, in doing that, 2 times 5 would give me 10 of the x squared. But since it's a negative 5, actually, I'm going to change that operation. Instead of subtracting that out, I've got to add it in. Okay, so what does this do? It actually zeroes out the 8x cubed as planned. But now we've got negative 22x squared plus 10x squared, which is going to be negative 12x squared. Everything else just drops, so that's nice. We got a positive 35x and a negative 27 there. Okay, now that I've got that, I ignore everything up here. Now I'm just looking at this. 4x's, how many times will it go into negative 12x squared? Well, I know I'm going to need an x. And by the way, that's a negative 12, so I'm expecting this to be minus, by the way. And, excuse me, and I would have to triple the 4 to make it a 12. So 3x times 4x would give me 12x squared. But it's a negative 3x, so again, instead of taking that away, I've got to add it in. So again, the purpose of that was the whole purpose of putting the negative 3x here so that we can zero out the negative 12x squared. But now I have to apply it to the negative 5. So negative 3 times negative 5 would be positive 15x's. And again, it was a negative and a negative. Since it comes out as a positive, I'm going to take that away from the 35x's. So that does zero out the negative 12x squared as planned. 35x's minus 15x's would be 20x's. And then, yes, we got the negative 27 that drops. Okay, well, this is good because I've got an x already, so I don't really need to apply an x here. But the 4, what do I got to multiply 4 by to get to 20? It'd be 5. And the 20 is positive, so I got that as positive 5. 5 times 4 would be 20. That's how many x's there are being used. So I got to take that out. 5 times 5 is 25, but it was a negative 5, so I'm going to have to add that in. That zeroes out the 20x's. Negative 27 plus 25 is negative 2. That's my remainder. Okay, so again, let's go and write this out as a full quotient. 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 with a remainder of negative 2. Now, again, it just may ask for it in different ways with the quotient and remainder like we saw right there. Whatever it does, though, we definitely need to be able to write it both ways. Okay, so sometimes it'll just say, well, include the remainder in the expression or however that is done. Now, since it's a negative 2, unlike the last one, we could write this as negative 2 over whatever the denominator was, which was 4x minus 5. But like you've seen, you can make that a plus sign right there with a negative 2. Either one works. It really just depends on how you want to write it. But I believe the assignment actually will accept both of those. So again, sometimes it will have this as 2 different boxes. Sometimes it's just one individual box. In that case, it wants it like this.